Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Arcane Duels League. I am Puddnhead, and joined with me today is Zot.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hello, Zot. And we are
Hello,
watching
fellow
this.
Mage Warriors.
Yes, Mage Warriors are in combat. We are seeing the beginning of a round one game between Jbuzzsaw and, how do you say that? Sicherheit? Sicherheit?
Sickert?
Sicherheit? Sicherheit?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's too tiny for me to read.
Yeah.
My eyes are getting bad.
And the rules for this league are that every mage has 10 channeling. So they have upped their channeling to 10 and their starting mana to 20. And they have elected to play the Bloodwave Warlord and the Straywood Beastmaster here. Jbuzz purple in the upper left as the Bloodwave Warlord, and sicherheit in the lower right as red, the Straywood Beastmaster. And it looks like 10 channeling is just not enough for sicherheit.
Yeah, and apologies if we're mispronouncing the name.
Yeah. They'll let me know.
Sure. And
We
it looks
got,
like
10 channeling's not enough for Jbuzz either.
nope. Was that a construction yard?
That is a Barracks
Oh,
and
Barracks.
a Mana Shard.
Aha. Mana Shard being one of the more recent cards released that adds mana to a object with channeling in that zone during upkeep.
Exactly. Wow, double channel. Is he gonna just drop bears or something?
Yeah, that's an indication that he's wanting a higher mana curve to me. And Jbuzz has that, so he may not going with the outpost increases and sticking with the shard instead.
Yeah.
The shard being level 1 Earth is in school for him, so a mana enhancer in school is pretty awesome.
That's true. It was a nice perk from Elementalist Academy.
Mm-hmm.
We got some planning phase going on. We are again watching this at 2 times speed. The game has already been played in the not too distant past. Looks like some people are talking German down here. And planning is happening. I do believe that I saw snippets of this game, and we are about to see some interesting stuff.
Great.
We got Orc Butcher coming out, leaving Jbuzz with 8 mana, which is enough for a Ballista.
And 22 over here is enough for a pet bear, isn't it?
I believe you are correct, because it's level +1, right?
Yep. I don't think he'll do that because he won't have enough mana for a quick cast, but you never know.
Yeah, he does. He could Ritual of Kalik.
Yeah. But not until it's out.
Yeah. And we see a Lair. Dang. So this guy is channeling 14 mana a turn, basically.
Yep. So he's wanting to spawn bigger creatures out of the lair so his mage can move around.
Crazy. Well, I mean, if anybody is going to be okay at getting by with 9 mana, it's going to be Straywood Beastmaster, right?
Right.
His abilities are so good, and won several major tournaments in Mage Wars history. Straywood Beastmaster with his 9 channeling. So giving him 10 and a meditation.
Oh my
amulet.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous.
Yep.
He's going to be
Yep.
17 mana a turn.
Yep. So he's
a
going to
bear
just
turn.
crank out the big creatures. Yep.
Yeah.
And Buzz comes up with
A Ballista. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to focus down the lair.
Well, maybe. That would be useful. That would be a good thing
Yes,
for him
I agree.
to do.
I agree.
Lair only has 3 armor, so Ballista will get full damage on it.
Right.
But there will be a creature that pops out of it first, I have no doubt.
Sure. Wow. So 10, 12, 13, or 15, and 2 on the lair.
Yep.
17 mana effective.
Yep. That's nuts.
It is nuts.
And he hasn't meditated yet.
No.
Or used ritual yet.
Nope.
I would like to see some ranged characters come out for Jbuzz, I think, because he's within 2 of that lair. He can start peppering stuff that comes out of it.
That's true. But theoretically, there's a chance that lair won't last that long.
Yeah. In this situation, you'd just kill the Lair as fast as possible then, right?
Right. I think that would be the play because the Beastmaster's build may be geared around that Lair cranking things out. And with the meditation amulet being a full action, he's not going to be able to meditate and spawn creatures. He'll have to choose cast a creature or meditate. And Jbuzz has mana of, wow, he's just 10 mana. So his options are limited, and it looks like he has a creature on his barracks, which he's not required to deploy. So we'll see if he does. But I wouldn't be surprised with a rock. Yep, and there you called it. Some range characters.
Timberwolf and a range. Is that going to be a pet? He paid 10 mana. Yep, it's going to be a pet. Pet Timberwolf. That's a little scary there.
It is.
It's 3 armor, 13 health Timberwolf.
5-die attacker.
Yep, and he's got 5 mana left and a meditation amulet. So he could do several things this turn.
Yep. So I would guess he could meditate and quick cast a level 1 creature.
He's got to deal with that ballista, though.
Yeah, he's going to have to eat it
to do that.
Oh, the fog bank. Nice play.
All right, so fog bank is a wall that blocks line of sight and is incorporeal. So the ballista is going to have a really hard time knocking it down. And theoretically, the Warlord and the Orc Butcher could take it out.
Right,
this turn.
Half a die.
Mm-hmm. But it seems, 50% chance at best? Something like that?
Well, they both get 4 dice, and theoretically, they could each do 2 points each on average.
Right. So yeah. Better.
And with the Buzz having low mana, I would think he would take the 2 attacks and make that go away and have enough for a rock or something like that against the Lair. He was probably going to move in and attack the Lair and then rock the Lair. Potentially. And here it comes. Oh, guard. I think that's a mistake, personally.
I wonder what he's planning to do.
I don't know.
So it's important to note that, what is it? What's the one that destroys conjurations? Level 1 conjuration.
Upheaval does not work against incorporeal.
It will not work against this one because it's incorporeal.
Right.
And it's very unlikely that Jbuzz brought anything ethereal, given that he was fighting against the Beastmaster.
Correct.
But clearly, Sicherheit knew he was going to face a ballista and planned for it.
Right.
I wonder if...
Well, he planned for it because he had it in his book, but he had it around to prep after the ballista came out. So, but the wall of fog is probably exactly in there for this reason.
Right. So for people who aren't familiar with how the league works, you submit what mage you're going to play for the round, and then before you have your match, you are told which player and which mage they chose to play against. So they both knew which mage they had picked and who they were going to play before they built their books. So you have quite the opportunity to tailor your book against your opponent in this league.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You end up with some very interesting matchups, and spells that might not make it into some books actually get to see some play. Yeah.
All right. So he shot the wall with the ballista. So what do you think the reasoning behind guarding with the Orc Butcher was? Do you think he feared a Rouse the Beast there?
Possibly. And on top of that, he's guarding it so he protects his ballista more than anything.
Well, it didn't seem like Sicherheit was going to deal with the ballista because he put the fog bank in the way. Right?
Yeah, but the fog bank's not going to last forever.
No, it's not. But it will last at, I don't know, Maybe he was worried about killing the wall so that the wolf could come. Well, the wolf could come in anyway,
Right.
because Fogbank doesn't block passage; it just blocks line of sight. I don't know.
Right. And
I
it
think
was
I think you're right.
good
I
play.
think not hitting the Orc Butcher, hitting with the Orc Butcher was a mistake, because at the very least he could have shot the Timberwolf.
Right. And they're into the next round. But the I think it was a mistake to use a ballista on the wall. But Fogbank is a great choice for the Beastmaster because it's unlikely that the Warlord would have had a ability to prep um, a spell that would deal with the wall that round. Furthermore, he would expect the Warlord to have things like Upheaval in his book because it's in school, and the the Fogbank is an excellent choice versus that build.
Right. Normally you would expect a Beastmaster to use Wall of Thorns or something.
Right. So he may have prepped an Upheaval, and it was no good. Jbuzz has 13 mana, it looks like.
Yep,
And
13 mana to
16.
16 mana, and then here comes another wolf.
Yep.
Jbuzz is the only one sporting armor right now. Not very much, but it is there.
Mm-hmm. And Slinger Fest.
Yeah, another ranged slinger. I have a Warlord, a ranged Warlord book myself, and I absolutely love getting slingers on a hill with the archery formation.
Yeah.
It's
the
insanely
steep hill occurred
fun
to me too. Yeah, it'll keep the wolves from jumping up in there very quickly. But he'd have to do that this round. Possibly during a quick cast, spend the 8 mana and put the hill there.
It looks like sicherheit has already just guarded with his wolf, with his pet wolf. He didn't even have to do that. He could have passed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he feared something was going to run in. So Jbuzz is hitting the non-guarding wolf. So I don't think he's planning to move in there this turn.
Right.
But, I mean, he's going to have to get some serious focus fire down if he's going to keep up with the Lair spitting out creatures.
Right, especially with that amount of channeling. So now he attacks the wall. That's kind of, well, because now he's not fearing the Timberwolf because it's guarding the pet.
Yeah, but why does he need to kill the wall this turn, is my question.
It's a free attack because he can guard next round because he'll have initiative.
I wouldn't use my initiative to guard, probably. Well, that orc really hit the fog solidly.
Mm-hmm.
3 1s. He's going to meditate, get 3 mana, go back up to 12. Man, that's a lot of mana.
Yeah, he's just going to, he'll keep cranking out wolves. I think he's protecting the ballista.
From what?
The wolves.
Okay.
I think he's wanting to protect the ballista. Now, the pet wolf is better than his orc butcher at the moment. So,
all right, we see a Battle Forge out for the Beastmaster.
yeah.
So that's 5 spell points right there.
Yep. And it's in range of the ballista as well.
He's got to have another plan for dealing with the ballista. Maybe it's just the plethora of targets.
Or maybe doesn't care. Like I said, he blocked it, and he's just guarding the lair and going to try to gain creature advantage over time. So that he's, well, right. Possibly another orc butcher, or he'll just keep cranking out slingers at this point. So it's probably another slinger. He'd force those wolves to do something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you got a Grimson out there, it would make him do some serious reevaluating on where he wanted his wolves to stand.
Right.
especially if he was able to steep hill before the wolves got in there.
Right.
But I don't think he can't Crimson and steep hill this turn.
Now steep hill I think cost 8.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be Anvil Thrown Crossbowmen would be really nice in this scenario because you get extra mana and you can pierce the wolves 2 armor right out the get-go. And great bows are valid in this scenario, in this tournament, because everyone has access to all the promos on Octagon.
Right. So I'm going to guess we're going to see a cheap piece off of the forge, either pants or the helmet. I'm going to guess helmet.
Leather helmet?
Yep.
I think it's going to be pants.
Oh, yeah, because he maybe. Could be pants.
And another wolf, you think?
Yeah. How much money? 16? Yeah. Because he's probably going to, every round, he's probably banking a little bit of mana. So he's probably going to keep doing that, gain an edge, and then, ooh, that's a
Minotaur.
Minotaur. That's a piece of work. Ooh, a bird.
Nope, that's a bighorn, a mountain ram.
Oh, mountain ram. So he is wanting to go after the conjurations.
Or at least make him think he's going to.
Well, then why cast it?
Well, because it'll soak up slinger shots from your wolves.
I suppose.
Or ballista shots from your wolves. And he puts another fog bank down. Wow.
Interesting. Yep. So he's wanting to delay the game to try to eke out that edge every round and win the race with creatures.
Yup. Okay. So he's still vulnerable to slingers, though.
He is. And as you predicted, it's going to soak up some shots.
Oh, that was a bad roll.
So I don't remember the battle orders for the Bloodwave that supports the range.
+1. Range +1.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that the Warlord's not over there with his helmet or cape, or the helmet, strategist helmet,
right,
and giving him the free action buffs. So let's see, 5 mana. He'll potentially meditate, have 8 plus the channeling. So I'd expect something fairly large next round out of the Lair.
Yeah, it does seem like sicherheit is getting higher quality creatures out faster.
Right. Oh,
and he preventing the action chain from the ballista.
Sure. He deployed a Ring of Beast, which that ring does not help with deployments from the Lair. So
that's true. It does not.
He may start trying to cast some small creatures in his zone. Birds or something. Yep.
All right, I'm adjusting the volume on my computer so that maybe the mic won't pick you up as much. I think it's picking you up.
Okay. This is shaping up to be a really interesting game. All right. A little bit
more armor. Armor's good. Mm-hmm. I was seriously expecting that Beastmaster to put on some armor.
Yeah. So we have some damaged nature creatures. The wolf's damaged. The ram is damaged. So when they start entangling with the war school creatures, they may not last very long because they're already damaged.
That's the value of ranged attacks, which is great.
Yep. Okay, so new round. Buzz has 11 mana, 20 mana for the Beastmaster, and there's 2 mana on that. I'm going to guess that we're going to see something large. Maybe even another wolf. Because the 20 mana doesn't leave a lot for other deployments. I guess he could do a piece of armor and enchantment and still get the bear out, right? Because the bear would be 17 minus 2, 15 mana, leaving him 5. Something cheap off the forge, an enchantment. Yep. He could cast a bear here.
Might be a good time for a bear.
Might be a good time for a bear. Put a fairly large threat on the board. And then the Warlord would have to make a decision, deal with the big threat or continue whittling down the other things, the supporting creatures. The second bananas.
I would honestly love to see Galador.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because the War School has a lot of Lightning Plus things.
Yeah, well, he's not using them. That's for sure. In fact, he's got a Minotaur, which is tough -2.
Yep. So, what do we see on the Minotaur? Possibly a ability to give him charge, like a haste or something. Does he have the ability to do
Ballad
quick
of Courage?
march? Well, probably not a Ballad of Courage because he only has 11 mana. It could be the Cheetah Speed. It could be the battle orders might give him haste, but that might be the dwarf that has that one.
Yeah, dwarf has fast.
Yeah.
Bloodwave has charge.
Yeah,
and
so he could do a lesser teleport for 2 mana.
I love lesser teleport, especially as Warlord. People aren't expecting it for some reason. They're not expecting it, and then all of a sudden you hit them real hard.
Interestingly, Biblo thinks had not have a good opinion of lesser teleport.
Okay. Well, I must be wrong then.
Yeah, I disagreed with him too. So.
And you must be wrong.
Yeah.
Because didn't he win German Nationals or something?
He's won all kinds of stuff. Every time you turn around, he's got stacking another trophy someplace.
So you sound a little salty about that.
Yeah, a little bit. No, Biblo's a great guy and a great competitor.
Yeah, and a Mage Wars fanatic.
Oh, he's ate up. He came out to last Mage Wars weekend.
He has come to the States, 3 times to play Mage Wars?
At least.
That's crazy.
Yep. Might have been 4.
I spent a whole day with him once. It was great.
Yeah, he stayed here at the house a couple times, and it's great to have him, and I look forward to the next time we get to see him.
Jbuzz comes down to your weekends too, right?
Him and Stan, you're both up from Wisconsin.
Yeah. It's so cool that you host those weekends. I'm super
love it.
Happy that you do that. I'm sorry I
can't
make more of them.
Yeah, me too. The next one is a week from today. We're doing this on a Thursday at the moment, so Friday.
This is Friday, my friend.
It is Friday. Oh my God, it's been a long week.
You almost made it longer.
I almost made it longer. So Jbuzz with the 11 mana and a couple mana there, I would say we're probably going to get another Slinger. Or maybe a Goblin Alchemist.
Alchemist would be interesting. The range 1 has always made me leery of using them.
Yeah, I'm going to guess another Slinger, which will leave him, 5 mana, 6 mana?
So with all these soldiers coming out, I'm surprised he didn't put a Signet Ring on.
Yeah.
There's armor for the Beastmaster. Here we go.
Yep. There's the cheap, and there's the bear. And I'd expect an enchantment with a quick cast and a meditate.
Yeah.
Yep. Now the ballista still is locked and loaded now.
That's true. He decided not to shoot last turn.
Right.
Although there's critical mass at this point. I don't know if he's going to be able to use that ballista very effectively.
Well, if he's going to crank out the Lair, then he's got 5 mana attack. He could put a formation on the slingers and maybe get them range +1. He could move in there and get another range +1 with his battle orders. He could then get.
That's what I would love to see him do right now. I'd love to see him go in there, drop a steep hill, and put on some battle orders.
Yep.
Guarding mage can't do that. Yep, there he goes. And charge +2 is going to give him 4 dice.
Yep. Plus a chance for a push and enhanced chance, which he'll get a bash.
Or he can push him out. He could push him through the wall into his other creatures.
He could.
5 normal damage. Brace yourself, saving the Warlord there.
Nice. Well done.
Hitting. Did he get the push? I didn't see the push. Oh, 3 on the effect die. No push. Okay.
And that brace will last the entire round, so it might get some more work out of it.
Yep. That might mean that he stays here and guards, though, which I don't think he should. Yeah, there he goes. Getting those extra dice on those slingers would be really top notch right now.
Yep. I agree.
Or going in there with a formation that allows them to get piercing would make all this damage straight up hit the wolf.
Yep. I'm going to guess he's going to time it for next round when he has initiative. A lot of those things are going to happen with the Minotaur.
He's going to cast Taraki.
Tiny creature. Yep, the little rat.
Oh, that guy's so irritating.
Yes, he is. He's awesome. So he's opting to ablate creatures. I think you can solve part of the problem by getting rid of the Lair instead.
Yeah, how much damage would he have done to the Lair? What, 3 at this point? Maybe 5?
I understand, but what I'm saying is, at some point, he could have focused fire the Lair this round. Okay, there's an enchantment for the Minotaur. What do you think that would be?
It is Ballad of Courage.
I'm going to guess Ballad of Courage too. Bam. Okay, what's he going after?
Well, okay. Maybe he thinks he's going to...
He's put an awful lot of actions to kill one wolf.
Yep, and that's going to get him attacked. I might have waited till later.
Yeah.
If he reguards with this wolf, yeah, then the butcher can't do anything. Oh, no, he's not going to regard. He's going to hit the Minotaur. Nice.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Minotaur took way more damage than that wolf did.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, that butcher needs to come in there and do some damage, I say.
It could be that he's going to get the Minotaur down there and start mixing it up with the mage and try to throw off the mana enhancement.
Gets 2 more damage on the wolf. Still, not being able to put that ballista in the fight.
Yep.
Man. Is he going to... oh, he's going to shoot the mana flower?
That's a mistake.
All right. Well, he killed it. So I guess that's all right.
Yeah, it's a mistake. He needs to be killing off these creatures or the Lair rather than the supporting mana stuff.
Well, he can't
what
with
that
the
means
ballista.
Yeah, he can shoot. If the fog bank was gone, he'd be able to shoot into that zone. And
well,
so
yeah,
what
but
he
the
just
fog
did
bank is there.
Right, but that could go away very quickly if he attacked it some more because it's got damage on it. The next thing is by using it now, it's going to be 2 rounds before he can use that ballista again.
Yeah. And it's going to be on Sicherheit's initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the game broke at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they had some phase trouble that we glossed over. Automation is great, and then it breaks.
Right. Could be that they didn't advance all the phases like they were supposed to.
Well, I think the phases all broke because they got stuck. Yeah, they got stuck in channeling for turn 6. I think we're in turn 7 now.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's true. We've been looking at the mana increases, so.
Yeah, I don't know if running in there with a lone Minotaur and an Orc Butcher was a good plan.
No. Not especially since you get the bear who can get 7 dice piercing 1 with a
Yeah.
full action. Of course, he has initiative now.
Still, what's the Minotaur going to do?
He's got a Ballad of Courage, anything he wants. So he's going after the mage, would be my guess.
Maybe. He could go out and back in.
He could.
And kill that wolf or push the bear around or
He
something.
won't. He could go after the bear, I guess.
If he goes after the mage, then the pet wolf will come in and get 6 dice on him, though.
True. Yeah.
And that'll bring the fight away from the slingers.
Right. So he'll go out and back in and kill the pet Timberwolf or start ablating the bear. What do you think it'll be?
I think Jbuzz has a problem with splitting up his damage. So my guess is he is going to attack the bear or the mage.
Right. Well, the slingers that are remaining can put the last little bit of damage on the damaged wolf.
Unless
so
it
he's probably
runs
going to
away
focus
as its
down
first action.
He's got an Orc Butcher.
It's true. But the Timberwolf gets a hit off if you don't kill it right away.
How many hit points has it got left?
2. It's got 2 hit points left.
Yeah. So he'll probably slinger it.
That's not a very... If he had the formation out, that would be worth doing. But he doesn't have formation, so...
Well, he has a quick cast, so...
He does.
I'm gonna guess he's got a fair amount of mana, so I'm gonna guess another slinger comes out to keep pouring dice into that zone from remote. He could quick cast formation for the range plus fire at will, I think it is.
Yeah, fire at will.
And then he can reveal that, and the slingers will get 4 dice each. But he's going to have a hard time with that Minotaur.
Minotaur's at half health.
Right. And the bear, if he attacks the Timberwolf first, then the bear...
The bear could kill the Minotaur.
Right. And nothing is guarding in there.
Not anymore.
So let's see, the mana for 14 mana for the Beastmaster, so he may spawn yet another wolf.
What is Red Tooth? 15, 17?
Red Claw?
Yeah, Red Claw.
I want to say 15 or 16.
Okay.
He won't. I don't think he'll do that because he's only got 2 wolves out. Of course, yeah. The Taraki is not a canine, so he would not benefit.
He is a scraggly old weasel.
Right. It's a rat. I always call him a rat. He's annoying, like you said. Unless he's on my side, then he's cool.
So funny.
It might be interesting to deploy a Sorceruko and do a rouse and taunt the
Yep.
Minotaur, but he's got tough minus, so very slim chance of success.
Very
be
true.
entertaining. Be entertaining. All right, so what do you think Buzz is going to deploy off his barracks?
I would love to see him get some piercing out. So I'd love to see an anvil thrown crossbowman. I'd love to see.
That'd be 11 mana.
Yeah, I mean he could do it.
And he's got 7. He got 4 on there, so it only cost him 7 out of his.
Right,
14.
it would only cost him 7. That would allow him to get the formation out and pump these guys with it. I don't think he's going to do that though. I think we're going to see another Orc Butcher or something that's not as good.
He might go with another Minotaur.
Emerald Tegu.
Oh, yeah. So with the wide array of things, do you think you were going to see a kingdom? What's that? Animal kingdom totem?
The totem? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Kinship.
He's got a Battleforge. He's not running kinship.
That's true.
I love kinship books though. They're fun. Competitive, maybe not. Fun, definitely.
And Buzz did not deploy?
Looks like he decided not to deploy. Wonder what that means. It means he's going to lose the creature race.
Yep.
Because even if he kills that Timberwolf this turn, he's probably losing the Minotaur this turn.
Yep. He's going after the mage.
All right.
Trying to disrupt this game.
Ooh, 5 blanks. Ouch. Ouch, ouch.
He's got to worry because he could be swarmed by all these nature creatures onto his mage.
It's true. He could. I think he was hoping to put the pressure on.
Right.
There's the Lesser Teleport.
Yeah. Here it comes.
He's going to get rid of these slingers because they're annoying him.
Because he didn't put the steep hill out earlier. Should live.
Well, he should have lived. He had 6 health versus 5 dice.
Yeah.
There was a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He is just not getting good rolls. And this is why there's a movement to test out the
reroll resource.
The reroll resource, right?
Dang,
you
look
get
at that.
So many rerolls for the game.
2 damage, 2 normal damage on the sling, and then 7 damage on the wolf. That's nuts.
Yep. Lopsided die rolling.
And the problem with that is, if it hits you at the wrong time, you don't have a chance to get them to swing the other way. Because all of a sudden you're out of dice to roll. Oh, man. Yep, see, he got that wolf out of the way.
Yep.
So that it wasn't going to die this turn. It does 1 damage to that wolf.
Yep.
Man.
It's because he's not doing anything to buff up hit those range attacks. He's lost bonus dice that were from just a simple formation even.
Yep, formation would have done 4 damage to that wolf.
Yep.
And there goes the Minotaur.
Yep. Yeah, that's unfortunate because that was a lot of resources that just went away.
Is he gonna? No, he's gonna move. Interesting. He's gonna knife the wall.
Yep.
Nope, he's just moving.
Okay.
I think he should have knifed the wall.
Correct. He didn't attack anything, and there it goes. Okay.
Here's the damage.
So he's going to have a lot of mana. He's going to have to bust out something that's going to be able to deal with the bear. And the mage is going to do it. You come in and attack.
Ugh. No damage. Is he going to overextend? Oh, no.
That's a formation.
Well, it's a little too late now.
Yep. Or a promotion or something like that. And here comes a little creature. Yep.
Here comes a weak to make that orc not useful anymore.
Right.
Beastmaster has so many good tools.
Yep. Nature School's very strong. And he would have been able to use a ballista last round had he not killed the flower.
Yeah, he would have been able to use the ballista on the bear.
Yep. I'll be able to do it this round, but would have been better to use it last round.
Well, the bear has a chance to escape. Well, we could go into the zone with the ballista this turn.
Right.
If he's actually afraid of the ballista. Which
Probably
I don't know
not.
if he should be.
No, given the way the rolls are going against Jbuzz. It's unfortunate. Let's see. So the Beastmaster has initiative.
Yep.
And the bear's going to continue the mauling frenzy, only this time he's probably going to go after the mage.
My guess is that orc is not going to survive.
The butcher?
Yeah.
Right.
Slinger's going to die. The butcher's going to die. And anything that doesn't need to kill the butcher is going to go after the warlord.
Right.
Or the other slinger. And the creature advantage is so huge right now.
Right. So it looks like the Tegu and things like that, they may finish off the butcher.
I'd do it with the wolves.
Right. The Tegu could double move up there.
Send the others through the wall and kill the slinger.
Right.
Because the ballista isn't going to hit you.
Right. Yep. Okay, so the Beastmaster has, what is that, 15 mana?
11 mana.
11. And 12.
2 on the Lair. And here comes his Mbila.
Is he, before the Warlord got his out.
Kind of be pretty... Oh, no. Knight of Westlock. Whoa.
What?
That's 6 spellbook points right there.
Yeah, it is. And the Galador would have been good against it.
It's true. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. The Knight's a pretty strong creature, though.
Wait, what? The Beastmaster should have his quick cast available.
Yep. Maybe thought about doing something and didn't.
Yep, here it comes. Comes to attack the orc.
And there's no force reveal on the enchantment. Let's see here.
Oh my gosh. That wolf. Dang.
That's the one with all the damage on it, too.
Yeah, it's just not dying. Alright, now he's going to shoot the bear. Gets 6 damage through. That's pretty good.
It is. Ooh, 15 mana could be a rock and a boulder.
Here comes a dead goblin. Wow.
What did the Warlord do? If he just activated the ballista. What else did he do?
He activated the orc butcher.
Okay, I missed that.
And then the ballista. Now he's done.
Yep. Right. Yeah, he could have used that slinger before he died against the damaged wolf at a minimum.
Overextending The Knight of
Yep. I was
Westlock.
wondering if you would do that. Yep. So that's 5 dice attack on the bear.
2 damage, which is about average.
Yep. The bear has 3 armor.
Yep.
He's got a slinger that can sling the bear.
Well, there's a bad roll for sicherheit.
Mm-hmm. If he can get that bear killed, that would probably help bring the game closer to even.
That would help a lot, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see if his slingers like my goblin slingers were when we played. 2 damage.
That's not bad.
Good. Pretty good. Bear
Yep.
still has 5 health left, though.
Yeah, the Warlord can attack it for 4 dice.
Unlikely to kill it.
Unlikely to kill it. Would a boulder have... boulder would be 1 damage off.
Yep.
But it might be worth it.
1 damage and a weak on the Orc Butcher. That's unfortunate.
Or he could just attack it for cheap and do it in quick cast on the next round.
That's true. That would work.
Bank some mana.
I would love to see him wait till the very end and then move down and rock the bear and plan to do a hail of stones in that zone right here.
That'd be cool.
Of course, now it won't be as effective because 2 creatures have moved.
Right.
Not dead yet.
And we got 2 mana, so meditate down here probably.
Yeah, probably.
Or do an enchantment.
Targeting the Warlord. What is he doing to the Warlord? Target Steel Claw Grizzly. Okay, he's just going to punch it for no damage.
The rolls have not been kind to Buzz. If they would have been closer to average, this game would look a little different.
Not much, but yeah, it would be more even.
Well, because the wolf that's damaged would have been dead and not dealt some of the damage it did deal.
Oh my gosh. Meridia's Blessing.
Yep.
All right. Well, bear's going to get healed.
Yep. Interesting.
Or do you think he's going to heal the wolf?
No, he'll heal the bear. Right now, the bear or the wolf is kind of protected other than versus the Orc Butcher, because the fog bank's still there.
Man, Meridia's Blessing should never have been printed.
Yeah. I wonder if the game's messed up because his quick action is, unless that's
They have to manually reset everything.
because of the glitch.
Yeah.
That's
so
annoying.
that's, I think, why the game's taken a long time.
Right.
Everything's manual.
Sure. I like Isambilla because it's so versatile and could go into either of these books very easily.
It's true.
Really strong creature, really solid, legendary, minor creature.
Boy, yeah, if Jbuzz had brought her out, that would have been threat number 1 for the Timberwolves.
Right.
Like, putting Browlet of Courage on Isambilla would have been better than the Minotaur almost.
So what do you think's coming out of the Barracks now? Something beefy. He's got a lot of mana.
Yeah, I don't know. What could he possibly take?
A legendary war school creature.
Well, which one? They're all weak. Except for
Yeah.
Thorg, I guess.
Yeah. Probably not Thor.
I almost would bet that it's another Knight of Westlock.
Yep. I'm going to guess you're right. Interestingly enough, with the overextend on the Knight of Westlock, he has a stun on it, and now his defense is useless.
Spitting Raptor.
Yep, that's a solid creature.
There's the leather helmet.
Yep.
So now the Beastmaster has 4 armor on with just leather. Man, I hate leather so much. Tell you what, Zot, if you ever convince them to make a 2.0, tell them they have to get rid of leather.
Yeah. Perhaps. My guess is there'll be something that'll destroy multiple pieces of things, like, you know, how leather is subject to water. Maybe a water spell that gets rid of X amount of leather armor or something. Hey, finally killed that thing, and there's the promotion.
He doesn't. He only has to damage something for promotion.
Yeah, he didn't damage anything.
So he has a veteran and a promotion.
That's pretty cool.
So he's got 3 armor and melee 6 now.
That's pretty strong.
Well, melee 5 because of the weak token.
But with his Zambila doing 4 attack with piercing 2,
yeah, he's probably not going to live
be
that long.
good.
Man, Taraki rolling above average several times in a row here.
Yep. Everything that could go right is going right for the Beastmaster.
He's going to unstun the knight so that he can dodge.
Right. But the bear's going to attack the mage, so.
Probably, yeah. 7 dice.
Piercing 1.
Dang. That is 7 damage on 7 dice against 2 armor.
Yeah, that's only 1 above average. And so, was it 7 health left on the bear?
Yep. Oh my gosh. 7 damage on 4 dice.
Like I said, the rolls are just screaming that the Beastmaster is going to win here.
No rot for the Tegu, which is good for the Warlord.
Mm-hmm.
Snake is probably going to attack the Orc Butcher again, I'm guessing.
Yeah, try to get some weaks on him.
Yep.
Seven mana for the
he's going to move
Beastmaster.
twice? He can't do that. He's hindered.
Yeah. Missed that.
Earth Elemental?
Interesting.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep. That's a fairly big threat.
I mean, unless you can deal with it.
And
Like if he, yeah, I was gonna say if he moves up now, deploys a Mage Wand, and just teleports something, he can keep that Earth Elemental far away forever.
It's a bear killer, though.
All he really needs to do, though, is teleport the Earth Elemental 2 zones away, and he can probably win the game before he gets back into the fight.
Perhaps it depends on what the Warlord brought to keep that creature in the fight. I think the game would have been different if he would have been buffed up his slingers some.
I really think that buffing up those slingers would have killed one of those wolves before
Absolutely.
the positioning was over.
Right. It would have made the game a lot closer.
That formation gives them automatic 2 piercing. And a chance to get... No, right? Yeah, and a chance to get unavoidable.
That was only piercing 1 and the melee or range +1.
No, it doesn't give range +1. I know that.
Oh,
I think
I thought it
it
did.
gives piercing 2 automatically and the chance to make your shot unavoidable.
Ah, that's right. It's the battle orders that give him the range +1.
But I mean, all he has to do is stand in his zone with them and use his quick cast to. You know what else would have made the game a lot different is if during the quick cast on the turn he was going to shoot his ballista, he had put a wall of pikes here and before the fog bank went down.
Oh, that'd have been good.
Like if he had put a wall of pikes here and pointed it at the Beastmaster, those wolves would have taken a lot of damage to come in and kill the ballista, which would have protected it a little bit.
Correct.
And he could have kept shooting.
Right.
I love wall of pikes in a game like this.
And it's very interesting and unique spell where it does a passage attacks essentially one direction only.
Right. So he could charge through with his Minotaur eventually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If he wanted to. And just stand back and shoot until the Beastmaster was like, I can't take this anymore, and comes in.
Right. And the initiative is with the Beastmaster.
Yep. Which is unfortunate for the Earth Elemental.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be another 7-die attack that goes off on the Beastmaster, or on the Warlord, probably.
Right.
His orc is half dead. There's a falcon.
Mm-hmm. And no deployments for the Warlord.
Wonder what he's planning to do. Put more armor on, maybe? Harsh Words played at this point would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the steep hill.
Goes.
Man, he had a steep hill, and he didn't buff the slingers.
That would have been better earlier. But it does keep Izzy and some of those other things out for this round.
That's true. Well, we know why he didn't deploy.
Right.
Punched the orc. Oh, did nothing to the orc butcher. Awesome. Oh, is that a... What is that?
Fumble?
Is that an enfeeble or something? It is a tar trap.
Wow. Here's what I think of your 20 mana that you spent.
Yep, I'll spend 6 and lock it down for 2 turns.
Yep.
Dang. Tar Trap is incredibly underrated.
Oh, it's a very powerful spell.
Why would you attack the Earth Elemental? That attack would have been so much better on the Warlord.
It couldn't attack, could it? Oh,
the bear attacked the Earth Elemental. Why?
Right.
If you're gonna do 35 damage, you might as well do 35 damage to the mage.
Agreed. Well, we have a Knight of Westlock who's going to do something. Ooh, Knight's Courage. Or the one that does strongest.
Oh, here goes that orc.
Yep.
Goodbye. Yep. Death.
Yep.
Oh, not quite. He's got 3 armor.
Ah. Well, you better use it now, because the Spinning Raptor's not going to let it live.
Oh, what is he doing?
That's a mistake. Oh, he didn't want the Tigu to guard. This will be another promotion here.
You can't promotion. It's only minor creatures.
Oh.
I'm going to move this down so we can see a few more things.
Yeah, so when you're playing cards and spells in the game, including, you see how the Knight of Westlock has his enchantment goes beyond the border of the board? It shrinks the board for everybody who's involved in the game, your opponent and yourself. Same thing with the Battleforge. If you're going to put a spell in the Battleforge, it goes below the bottom of the board. So you want to keep all the enchant. Sometimes people run around with a heavily enchanted creature, and the stack of enchantments keeps going beyond the interior or the outward border of the board, and it shrinks everything. So try to keep that in mind as you. Did he just concede?
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He says he wasn't ready for Tar Trap.
Right. Yeah, Secret definitely had a strong game plan. Buzz has probably a great, interesting book, but it lacked focus for um, getting his support creatures to do the things they needed to do. The Steep Hill would have been better earlier. Things
Yeah,
like that.
Steep Hill and Formation would have made those slingers really dangerous.
Yeah, he would have the battle would have had to gone up there, and then he's then dictating what's going on. Is that a rolling fog?
Yeah. Oh, he was ready for the wall to go down and cast a rolling fog.
Right. And so he had a really good game plan because he was expecting the siege engines.
Oh, he's showing us a book.
Mm-hmm.
Still had a lot of wolves left.
Yep.
My gosh. This right here, this bothers me.
Why?
3 of the same chess piece to man, this game, this part of this game right here, gonna undo everything that you do until my stuff is superior. I don't know. I think it's a stagnant part of the game that needs to be fixed. But some people like playing that way, I guess. Cool. Well, there was a game. That was League round 1, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, I think Buzz was really unhappy with the way the game was treating him because his rolls were substandard the entire game, and that's got to be frustrating.
Yep. I mean, he did well to hang on.
He was trying to save up the mana for the Earth Elemental and get it into play to
Right.
pound for pound with the bear. So, and that would have been interesting, but
Tar Trap got him.
The Tar Trap got him.
And the Beastmaster paid 5 spell points for that.
Yeah. So I think if he
Warlord only has to pay 3.
Sure. But at the same time, I'm not sure that the game was completely lost. He had a lot of life left. And that bear was going to go down at some point fairly soon, I think.
Yeah, but by the time the bear went down, there's a 3rd or 4th Timberwolf or 2nd Raptor out there.
Sure.
And you got, one Knight of Westlock?
Yeah, so. But you also have the Earth Elemental. So I'm not saying it's easy or looks good or anything like that, but I think there was a chance that he could have done something about this. I mean, a Hail of Stones down there takes out some of that stuff.
Sure. And, but, I mean, you still had Meridia's Blessing to contend with, which would have kept the bear alive for longer.
I think the result is that he didn't have a good way to deal with the fog banks, and if he would have killed the Lair, this game would have been very...
Yeah, killing the Lair would have been great. I don't know if he had the option to kill the Lair, and we don't know what his book looked like. But, right. I mean, if he had gotten it with 1 Acid Ball and a Force Hammer or Boulder or something.
And the Ballista.
Well, I don't think he was going to get it with the Ballista.
He could have. He just chose not to try. I'm not saying he could have been successful because he would have had to have his Orc Butcher and his Mage take down the wall. With a quick cast, he did one of those attack spells, hits it with the Ballista, and then quick cast the next round, possibly finishing off the Lair.
Yeah, that's a lot of investment, but hopefully you've taken out the action advantage.
Right.
And then you can sit back on your slingers, your hill, and your lair and
Right.
kick things off. I wonder if he was packing some force pushes or something to get things off of the hill.
Possibly. Yeah. The that would have been a really good.
All right, sir. Thank you for joining me for this game. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Absolutely.
And we are going to try and get as many of these games out as possible in the next little while. So, take care, everyone. Everyone. And everyone. Say goodbye, Zod.
See you guys, and good luck to all the competitors.